Hey guys, welcome back to another Helix video. So today we're looking at the brand new 3.7 firmware that Line 6 just dropped. There are new original amp models that have come over from Catalyst. There's a couple new bass amp models, some new cabinet models. For me, though, the star of the show is the feedbacker effect. It's similar to the old Digitech Freakout pedal, and there have been other ones on the market. Boss used to have one, but this is an effect I've really wanted in Helix for a long time, and happy they provided, and it's really great because there's some really cool parameters. You can dial it in and make it what you want it to be. So I've got not one but two free presets here available. They're going to be on Custom Tone. The links will be in the description below. Again, free to download. And while I am going to be using new amp models in this these presets, and one has one of the new reverbs, really these presets are about the feedbacker effect and the fun stuff you can do with it. So without any further ado, let's hop over and take a look at them. Okay, so here's the first preset, and it's basically set up to be an emulation of real feedback between a guitar and an amplifier, or yeah, guitar, speaker, cabinet, whatever, however you want to phrase it. So basically, the foot switch that I have assigned to the feedbacker is set up to momentary, which means when I press it down, it engages the effect, and when I let go, it goes away. I think this more fast approach to being able to turn it on and off is really helpful in controlling it and trying to emulate that feedback sound. So it goes first in the chain, which is, I would recommend. Just works best that way. I have it set to go up an octave. You can play around with the attack and release and the offset, the onset and offset thresholds, all this stuff. You'll just kind of have to dial it in. I mean, if you like the way it's working, of course, go for it and have fun. But you may find with what you're trying to achieve, you may have to dial some of these parameters in as far as how quickly the feedback comes on, how quickly it goes off, how much you're getting. You have a lot of options as far as where the feedback is going to go. For this, I just have it going up an octave. Rounding out the preset, got the Prize Drive, which is new effect. One of the new amps, which is the Aristocrat. Actually, I think, yeah. Oh, I know the Interstate is the new version of the Interstate 2x12 is new to this firmware update. And then we've got just a dynamic room, pretty basic reverb. So, like I said, the star of the show is going to be the feedbacker. So as I turn it on, you'll be able to see it light up. So I'm just going to play around and let you hear what it sounds like. So it does a good job. I mean, there are times, particularly when I slide out of notes, where it almost has an EBO sound, which actually our next preset is really going to lean heavily on that. So that's why I, set it to momentary with your foot switch, where you can easily get in and out of it and just play around with the attack and release to get it to your style. But it's a lot of fun. It really adds that little bit of feedback effect that's hard to get when you're not standing in front of a big speaker cabinet. So again, just because I want to play for a little bit more on it, this is what it sounds like. So anyway, there you have it. That's the first preset. It's a lot of fun. And even take the feedbacker out. Like, it's a good sounding amp model, I think, So anyway, have fun with that one. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so here's the other preset, and this one is based more of an ambient type sound. We're going to use the feedbacker block to emulate kind of an EBO sound. If you're not familiar with what an EBO is, it's a small device you hold over the strings, and it basically causes the string to vibrate, giving you a feedback sound. The reason it's named EBO is it's trying to emulate the sound of a bowing instrument, where you can just, sustain notes forever as long as you're moving the bow. And so that's the kind of sound we're going for. Because of that, I have the feedbacker block set to a latching style foot switch, which means hit the button and turn it on, it stays on, unlike the other preset, which is momentary, meaning you have to hold it down to keep the effect on. So since we're going more for a different kind of sound. We're not just trying to emulate feedback. That's the reason I did that. Again, first in the chain, feedbacker seems to work best that way. Because, you can have, peaks and valleys with the volume, and I just want this to sound like a steady bowed sound. I've got a lot of compression on here to really tame it and keep it nice and even. Threw on the prize drive. This is the Carry On. No, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not saying it right, but anyway, this is one of the new original amp models. Got actually the same speaker setup as I had in the other preset. We've got a volume pedal down here just to be able to control swells and bring that in and out. And the heliosphere delay, which is very ambient. It's got some reverb on it as well as delay. And then the new dynamic bloom reverb. So it's pretty, ambient spacey kind of thing. It works well when you use the volume pedal to kind of bring the note in. And because of the compressor, it's going to sustain very consistently. So anyway, here's what this sounds like. So you can hear it's a very, well, not quite synthy, maybe a little bit synth sounding, but it completely transforms the sound of your guitar, which is really cool, especially if you want to do some ambient lead lines or something. And again, we've got a lot of reverb, a lot of delay on there, so it's nice and spacious. It would help if I turn the volume knob up on the guitar too. So that compressor holds it on for a while. You get really good sustain. So it's just a lot of fun. I'm still, these are new presets to me as well. I just made them. So I'm still learning how to play with them and have fun with them and the different sounds that are available. So anyway, just a quick little video showing you a couple of options you have with the new feedbacker effect, which again, to me is kind of the star of the show for this firmware update. Because I'll be honest, a lot of the amp models sound good. I like having more. I love it when they add new amp models, but it already sounds good. So I get more excited about different, unique kind of sounds that I'm able to get out of Helix. And they really delivered on this one, in my opinion. So great update all the way around. If there's any other part of the update you'd like to see me talk about or demonstrate, put it in the comments and I'll do that for you guys. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you in the next one.